Okay. Hey guys, happy Splasher here. Good morning. It is 7/28/2021. So right now we are going to do some pit. We're going to do some Divine Arena, some League, and we'll go from there. All right, so the first thing that I noticed after just collecting the chests from the League is that I went to the events, and you can actually see that the details for the World event, which is going to happen this Friday, is going on. So we'll have the three heroes here. We'll have the Grace of Rockfleet, which is actually a new hero. We have an ally, Prince of Sands, which is a melee order unit, and then Jaxi the Thunder Fist. That's also a melee order unit. They're both pretty good, actually. They're just, you need a combo with a lot of order units in order to create your squad. And yeah, like I said, this one here, this Grace of Rockfleet, that's going to be new. So we can check back in 2 days when the world event starts. So we have that. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go straight into the pit. So we have our stuff already set up. We have our pet, we have our warlord, and we have our guild boost. So let's go to the Dungeon of Trials, get that pit. All right, let's take a look at the boss's skills here. All right, so whenever one of their allies, meaning their units, with splash attacks, they'll get more splash. On the third turn, all of their units will get damage to units around a target 2, so that's more splash. And then on the sixth turn, we'll set our enemy health units, us being the enemy, to 1. So because of that, we'll have to watch out for their splash. We'll have to make sure that we don't put our units as close to each other because splash hits units around the unit that gets hit. And then on the sixth turn, we will have our units pretty much lost. All right. That being said, we have the rewards over here. We got a couple of epic chests on the line, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's go. All right, so we'll summon our pentagrams first. And as you can see already, they have two spots where they can do splash. So one is this splash rune here, and they have this magic spot. Well, they officially call it a magic spot. All right, cool. And so it can do splash there. All right, so the first thing we want to do, we'll start with this unit over here behind the building. We can see that our pentagrams are kind of all over the place. These quote-unquote magic spots now. We'll just call them magic spots from now. Great. All right, so we have these magic spots that are two over here. We have one over here and one over here, so kind of balanced out. All right, they have this unit here. It has its own splash. Has these shards that came into play that give mental shield, so we'll need to get rid of those. We'll use this unit here. So this unit, whenever one of our units attacks, it will deal damage to a chaos unit, which in this case would be the shards and this particular unit over here. I want to make sure that we can get rid of these shards early so that we can get rid of this unit. Interesting. All right, comes into play with Reborn to our unit, so we'll have to worry about even more shards. Like I said, we're also trying to make sure that we keep our units away from each other. So one over here, one over here. We're going to put this one actually over here so we can avoid the splash. Or damage, and then comes back in with the Reborn. Our next unit we're going to end up putting over here so that it is far away from the splash radius as possible. All right. The reason we also summon this unit is because it sets the attack of their units to 1 for a turn, so that actually keeps our units alive. And then really the most damage that they're going to do is with their splash. Right, so that over there. We will now shuffle, see if we can put a range unit over here. Cannot. Shuffle for... I guess we could put a building. Really don't mind if the building gets hit, so... yeah, that's fine. We'll put one over... Really don't want to waste this attack rune. We'll shuffle, and no more range units. Wow. Entirely no range units, so we're actually going to hold off on summoning something. We can... yeah, we'll actually put this unit up. The reason why is because it's not going to get affected by splash because of its immunity, and we'll actually just put it behind here, even though we're wasting a slot for attack. This is okay. All right, so in 2 turns, their units are going to get that extra splash, so that is why we need to deal as much damage as we can to their units now. All right, and our units are actually opened up again. The magic spot will destroy this. Now we're just going to summon a unit to get through here. Seeing if we want to use our summons. Yeah, this is fine. We'll summon this over here. Get rid of that. Damage, and there we go. So next turn, the skill will come through, so we just need to make sure we can get rid of their units, and then also our units will actually have their health set to 1. That's not good. Damage over there. Damage units around themselves. Okay, so the pentagram will, or the magic spot will actually take care of itself over here. We'll do our summons behind here to avoid all that splash damage. So you got this unit here that's dealing damage whenever the ally is attacked. Damage, damage. All right, so set the health to 1. So this unit will be destroyed most likely, but we still have our attackers over here, and we still have this unit here with the mental shield. But instead, they summon a unit that has that extra damage around it. So those units are gone. We'll continue to summon, and we'll summon our melee unit over here. Getting rid of this. And it's pretty good right now, even though we have units with low health. We have those extra attack runes from our other chaos unit in the unit that was dealing damage to the chaos units in the beginning, so that's good. We have damage over here. Gonna have to spread these out, unfortunately. Oh, this is fine with the reborn. And yeah, we'll put this over here. All right, so next turn, this is going to be attacked. No splash. Trying to keep units away from over here so they don't get hit by the splash. Reborn again. All right, looks like that combo is going to happen a lot. All right. Summon here. Get the extra damage for every time it attacks. All right, so then once again, that reborn. Okay, looks like our battle is starting to slow down a little bit, especially with this whole shards, crystals, and then the reborn combo here. So that's going to be destroyed next turn. We don't need to summon our ranged unit because of the extra damage from the magic spot, so we just need to get rid of these crystals. This is fine, yeah. So damage, 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 and now we have to be concerned about that. And then another 2 turns again, they're going to have that extra splash, and then the setting our health to 1. And once again, reborn. All right. That's the case. We'll probably end up not focusing our damage over here. That's going to take a while for us to destroy that. Could do that. This one doesn't get reborn, so we'll actually put our ranged unit here to destroy this, and then hopefully we can use this to get... It's getting extra attacks every time, so that'll be good. Damage. Could destroy that, that's fine. We'll summon another unit to get rid of the crystals over here. And we're also spreading out the units over the lane so we can get more damage over time. So damage, damage, all right, so those are gone. We'll continue on with our summons. So we'll get rid of this. Damage, damage, damage. Magic spot destroys this. And we're not even going to destroy this unit because it's going to come back with those crystals. So we're just going to focus our damage on the top 3 lanes here. Damage, damage, all right. So this will actually deal the damage to this unit. We'll destroy actually all of those. It's unfortunate. All right, we'll summon over here. So as I said, oh, you know what? Those around themselves. I guess I thought it was going to be more than that. So kind of misplayed our setup here, but this is fine. This unit will eventually die anyways, so that's good. Damage there, 70. Go through here. We'll get some health back off of our melee kill. And we're going to let our magic spot do the work to destroy this. Otherwise, we'll get the damage over here. So damage, damage, damage. We can get rid of some trash units. I don't mind. Right, so damage, damage, damage here. And we have our sudden deaths actually behind all these summons, so we can actually destroy this boss at any time. We're just cycling out some bad units in our inventory. And it's open up there too. Oh, we did have range. All right, we'll just summon this and get rid of this. And here we go. So we took a little bit longer just because they had those units that gave the reborn to the other unit with the metal shields, but that's fine. Got some epic Grandma, some epic Morgenstern, and some epic Mother Owl. All right, cool. We are now moving on to the next boss. And see here, they have an increase in rewards, so legendary chest. And yeah, let's take a look at their skills. So whenever one of their sharks attacks, we'll give negative attack to our melee units. On the third turn, we'll give counter attack to all of their units. And then on the seventh turn, we'll give damage to our range units. So because of that, we're gonna have to watch out for our melee units, and then also our range units are gonna take a lot of damage. So we'll try not to have too many on the field when this happens. And we'll go from there. All right, let's go. All right, let's start with our magic spots, or damage pentagrams, whatever you want to call them. They're in pretty good spots because they're actually both behind the building, and we'll have some coverage over there. We'll probably continue on and actually summon our own units behind buildings. So we'll start with, ooh, this one's pretty nice. I already see that it's going to get a huge attack boost because of the nature units over here. So we can actually, yeah, we'll start with that. We'll start with some damage. And we'll place it over here because it's actually unguarded by the magic spots. And then also controlling the bottom lane in the beginning is very important. All right, so it looks like they have their shark already. And has an attack boost, block, shark stacks. Okay, so we're going to continue and summon range units for now, even though they are going to take some damage in a couple turns. We'll just keep going for damage. We'll let our magic spot destroy this. All right, another magic spot landed, so that's good. Continue on. We're going to summon our shark over here. Get some more coverage, setting the attack of one of them to 1. And it's going pretty good right now. We already have our large attack unit over here, and we might actually be able to get the lethal in before the 4th turn. Doesn't look like it now. All right, this is a turn we're actually going to skip our summon because whenever we summon a unit, it will set the unit's attack in the same line to 1. So we're going to actually go here and we'll skip our turn. This is one way you can avoid some of the combat dynamics. So we'll actually get rid of this unit. And we're going on with that. All right, in 2 turns, they're going to have counterattacked their units. They are on a magic spot, so they'll actually take some damage. Even though we set the attack to 1, the magic spot will then destroy that, so that's good. We're going to summon this trashier unit out to get rid of this unit here. So damage, damage. All right, we have flights. Oof, what is this unit here? So it silences units in the line except nature, so that's good. Melee unit is attacked. So this will be destroyed. We're going to put some protection over here. Actually, going to use this building. Yeah, we'll use this building. Even though we'll get silenced, it'll then have protection over here because of the high health. All right, next turn, our range units will take some damage. And once again, like I said, we're going to hold off on summoning because of that dynamic over here. So damage, damage, damage. All right. Our range units did take some damage, but that's only going to happen every 7 turns. So that's good. Keep that out again. Wow, they're summoning the shark every turn. It's amazing. All right, we're going to skip the turn once again. Some more damage. Get rid of that. That 1 health is so important. Oh, all right. Finally, it was destroyed. Okay, let us see what we're going to do. We can start shuffling for worse units, so we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll shuffle for worse units. All right. This one's okay. All right, we'll put this over here. Just keep on going. We'll give this a little bit of protection. For those who are tuning in right now, we are currently doing pits, and we've finished the first pit boss pretty nicely. They had a lot of reborn and a little bit of splash. It did come into play, but for the most part, it wasn't such a big deal. Right now, we're dealing with this boss here with the shark 19. So we're factoring the block that they have. So 188. So we have damage here. Oh yeah, we already have 188 here, so we can just keep on going with our damage. We'll summon this unit down. So we'll summon this unit down here just to pick off this range unit. Also dealing some poison damage to our units in the line, so we'll just get rid of this. All right. Once again, that Morgan. So it looks like they're going to be summoning this Morgan the Sea Tusk pretty much every turn. All right. We'll shuffle because we want to use these units. We'll use this and we'll spread out the damage. So damaged here, and then the magic spot will then destroy this here. So it's looking pretty good. We're probably going to have lethal in the next 2 turns. We have been holding off on using our summons because we want to get rid of stuff in our inventory. And so that is what we're going to be doing. Once again, we'll skip. So don't trigger off that negative. And next turn, we should have lethal as long as one of these, as long as both of these lines aren't blocked. So that's good. We're going to shuffle off, see if we can find some other stuff. Nope. Well, we still need to keep range units, so we'll do that. And we'll skip the turn, not trigger off any death stuff, and there we go. Cool, so that was Flint the Blackfin. The big thing is that they had that Morgan the Sea Tusk, which is that big shark that would set the attacks to 1 and then also give our melee units negative attack. All right, got some Deadlord, so that's good. All right. Okay, looks like the bosses are going to refresh in another day or so, so we'll check back in on those. Let's do a preview of the next skill. So Clotho the Weaver, something new. All right, whenever poison triggers on our side, which I assume that means that they're going to have a unit with poison and then poison one of our units, it will give plus attack to one of their units. Every 4th turn, it will poison our units for some damage, and then on the 7th turn, we'll deal damage to units that are poisoned. So it looks like we're going to be taking a lot of poison damage. So if we can, we'll try to look for units that can get rid of poison or have immunity. And then they're going to have attack boosts over there and then also deal damage to our units. So a lot of damage to our units. Probably going to stick with Pirate for now until otherwise needed. All right, we'll take a look at the next boss over here as well. This Marius Orm. Sure, okay. Take a look at their skills. So whenever they're attacked, they'll summon a Naga to the first row. Don't know what the Naga is, but we'll check it out when we battle. Every 3rd turn, it will summon a Lake Pixie, which I think that's the one that actually freezes a unit at the end of the turn, but we'll see. And then on the 6th turn, it will deal damage for every ally. I'm not sure if that means to our units or to our Warlord. So again, we'll check that out when we get into the battle. All right, let's close that out. Okay, the next thing we're going to do the Divine Arena. So let's check that out too. All right, so it looks like they have a Trixie on the left and a King of the North on the right. Taking a look at their flavor text. So Vampirism will be for us, and then we'll have some units with high health and block. Sure. All right, let's get right into it. All right, so let's take a look at their Warlord skills. They have damage to our units, has these extra melee units with block in the first column, and then plus attack to order units. Take a look at their building. So a little bit of block, pierce, plus attack over here, and negative attack over here. So the first thing we want to do, we want to make sure that we can start setting up a base. We'll start with this unit with the high health, and we'll summon it in front of the building to protect this building. So we'll get some extra attack over the next couple of turns. Also has a little bit of defense for itself, steals attack, and then also whenever we summon a unit, it will deal damage. Okay, they're going for that. Has a unit here that deals damage to our units whenever we attack them. So we want to make sure we can deal some damage. 12. So not quite enough to destroy that. Yeah, but we'll have at least some defense here. We'll summon this unit here with the Vampirism, placing it over here because we can then place another melee unit to actually block and keep this alive. And it will help us set up our skill for next turn. So it deals damage at the beginning of the turn to all of their units. Damage. Great. All right. So as I said, the damage at the beginning of the turn. So all of these are wounded. So we'll give an attack boost to our chaos units. And then we'll use our destruction skill to get rid of them. Then we will continue on. We'll summon our melee unit over here. When it comes into play, it gives plus attack to units with vampirism, which in this case is over here. And now we're in pretty good shape. We can do our we'll do our summons to actually deal some damage whenever our units come to play, or they can just give up too. That works. All right, pretty quick battle there. We set up our destruction skill, and then we wiped their board out, and they chose not to fight. Okay, got some epic jester, so that's good. All right, heading to the king of the north side. All right, let's take a look at their skills. So they have plus attack to chaos units, has the kill all wounded, and then the extra summons. And because we actually saw that battle was pretty easy, we're going to have to avoid falling into that setup. Buildings are going to be in the same spot, so that's fine. We'll start with our unit over here. That's the one that deals damage whenever we attack, get our warlord attacked. And we're putting it down here so we can get some protection with the building, and then also they'll need to draw units down here to attack. All right, we'll continue on. Summon our unit here with the block. So some extra damage as well whenever one of our units attacks. And then we're giving block to our units at the end of the turn. And we're going to stagger our units and put them up from the bottom up so that we'll have some protection. We're going to get rid of this unit now so that we can avoid taking our own destruction. So we'll do the storm and we'll do our skill here. And then on top of that, we can actually do our other summon here. It deals damage for every unit that has block. All of the units have block. So in this case, you'll see some extra damage coming. That damage, damage, damage. And there we go. Pretty easy battle as well. We had our summons early. We did our setups with the extra damage. And then we wiped off their board. And there was that. Cool. All right, we got the Divine Arena completed. Got some Epic Tengu. So that's good. We'll check back in with Divine Arena in another 2 days or so. So that'll actually be the time when we can do it in the world event, which will mean that we can use these chests to get some sparks. And that'll be good for opening chests. All right, the next thing we're going to do, actually, I'm just going to claim this stuff in Journey. Just getting our rewards. That exclamation point means that we are capped out. It fills up every 12 hours, as you can see here. So this is our max rewards. Get those. We're going to go to the, the squad to change up our league, our warlord for the league. Switch back to Geisha, and we'll also equip our pet. And now we'll go into the league. All right, we got 7 battles. Already taking the care of these chests. All right, let's go. Okay, relatively low health ogre. Got the plus health over here. Got a unit here that's going to deal some damage based upon number of units. Start with our unit over. Well, let's get some extra damage out of play. Yeah, we'll start with our extra attack unit over here. Just run this over, then get some more attacks over here. Next turn, we're going to do our summon and then set up with a board wipe with our ranged unit over here. Okay, this is fine. Taking a look. So they have the mental shield, deals damage to units that aren't order. We'll do our setup, like I said, and we will continue on with this over here. So mental shield, damage, and then this is going to miss because this unit has flight. That's fine. This unit is most likely going to die, but we're going to, as I said, set up for our board wipe next turn. Okay, did the silence, damage, all right, damage to the beginning, do our destruction skill. Then we'll continue on. We'll summon our extra attack unit on the attack room. Okay, got some heal again. Most likely now they're going to do their silence to get rid of our skills, which they do. And we have damage spread out over 3 lanes so that if one of them are blocked, we'll be able to get some more damage going in. So 93, 65, so about 150. Summon our... I'll summon this over here. So damage, damage, and yeah, we're good here. I forgot how much attack this unit has. It's actually pretty good right now. So pretty quick battle over there. All right, moving on. All right, let's take a look at their pet. So they have plus health whenever a melee unit kills. We'll start with this unit over here. So when this unit attacks, it will deal damage to units around. So we'll actually be able to get rid of these buildings and that unit, and then also gets a health boost whenever it kills. Okay, they did their heal. Okay, they got their unit here. We'll deal damage for every time one of our units attacks, so we'll take some extra damage over here. Seeing if one makes sense. That over there, 63. Yeah, we'll take the extra damage off the attacks to just get rid of this. Right, and we'll get our extra attacks back in here. Don't have a setup for board wipe next turn, but we do have these units with the extra attack, so that's good. Some damage. All right. We'll do our summons. Okay, this unit will die because of the extra damage. Could do that. Oh, you know what? Here, we'll do this instead. We'll do our poison skill. So we'll attack, damage, attack. So the extra attacks will destroy the first unit before it reborns, and then we'll do our poison. And then we can then destroy this for next turn, and then go from there. All right, they did their silence. That's good. This unit will actually die to poison next turn, so we won't even have to worry about destroying that unless we go for the attack. But instead, they just give up. So great. Okay, claiming our wind chest. Moving on. All right, let's go. All right, taking a look at their pet. So they have plus attack all over. Looks like they're going to be pretty offensive here. Oof. Came out early with a metal shield and then dealing damage to units that are not order. So we will actually respond with this here. We're going to protect our building if we can. And we're going to summon this unit with the extra attack runes over here so that we can gain some board back if we can. Next turn, we will set up for our board wipe using our summon and then the extra range unit over here. Right. Do our summon as mentioned before. And not really sure if this unit, yeah, this is fine. We'll summon our unit here with the extra attack rune. Will come into play, silence this male unit, so no more of these extra attacks over here, and no more attack boost and health boost. So damage over here. All right, we'll go for a board wipe. And since they're going to silence next turn, we're going to summon some units that can take the silence. So in this case, it will be... Go here for the extra damage. Yeah, we'll go for the extra damage. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, still heal. They're going to do silence, as mentioned before. Then, as long as they don't deal 238, we should be okay. And they have 280 right there. That's fine. That is fine. They started first. They had good defense, and we were taking a bunch of attacks anyways. So we'll move on. All right, new warlord. They have block runes on their cells. They have ranged units with splash, and then setting the health to 1. Start with... We'll start with our unit here to deal the damage to the buildings, get some health back for our units. Okay, they've got their block runes. Our damage can actually go around the block runes here, but we'll still end up dealing a lot from the... still be able to block a lot with the block runes. All right, so that's not good, because we're going to take 175. There's a big chance that this unit will be destroyed, so we'll actually do our summon, see if we can get some extra damage over here. 75 anyways. I have to summon a unit that can destroy this, so we'll do that. Damage. Ouch. All right, so that's actually going to be a big problem now because they still have their unit that can deal damage to our units, and then we'll be taking extra damage over here. And we can't even use our destruction skill because of that. So it looks like we are going to get wiped out here because this unit with the extra attack is now a liability. So that is not good. We had a good opening, but they had a better response. Keep on going. For those who are tuning in right now, we are doing some League. We also finished the, well, we didn't finish the pit, but we beat the next two pit bosses, and we also did the Divine Arena as well. Moving on. Okay, gonna skip this one because of the high health. I did a check with our League stuff from yesterday. It looks like we can take on most of the bosses with about 1,000, probably around 1,100, but this one's just a little too much. So we'll hold off on there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can do this. All right, take a look at their pet. And we'll see here, plus damage to our Warlord whenever melee kills, a melee unit kills. And then you have Arch Vampire here. Same skills that we've been using. We'll start with our summon first to actually get some protection on the board, and we'll continue on with our unit over here. We just want to get these health pentagrams out, then also see if we can deal some extra damage by the skill over here. Okay, all right, looks like they have their extra attack units. Gonna get some health back. Can we set up for anything? Yeah, we potentially could. Poison over there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll set up if we can. So we'll damage, spread the damage out, and get some poison. We're going to be taking at least roughly close to 500 because of the extra attacks over here. They did their summon. Moving on. So we don't even have units that are wounded here because they've all been healing. Damage over there. Could go for, yeah, we'll go for the extra attacks and then see if we can get enough damage going on over here. 1, 4, 3. Yeah, all right. So damage. All right, good. Just enough health on our units to actually deal the lethal. That was a very close one, especially since we couldn't even do our destruction skill. All right, got 4 more, so let's go. Okay, back to Ogre again. So you got the heal, got the silence, and stones with the heal, and they have their pet over here. A little bit of health to their units when they come into play. Okay, they got their unit here that's summoning these puppets. The puppets will reflect damage and then also remove negative effects. We're actually going to hold off on destroying this unit because of the extra spawns that it has. So we will actually summon, actually 1, 2, 3, 73. Will be enough for damage. I think actually, yeah, this will be enough. We'll summon our extra attack unit over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, just get rid of this altogether. Interesting. All right. So they have this unit here with invulnerability. We'll give bleeding to our units whenever they come into play. Interesting. We'll have to change up our strategy now because of the immune unit. So we'll do our summon. We will summon our unit over here. That bleeding, I forgot. Just enough to kill that. We summon that unit so that we can get some extra attack runes and then also deal damage to chaos units. Right, next turn we'll actually use our destruction skill to get rid of this, and then also so we can attack this unit that is going to deal damage to our range units. Summon this unit over here to destroy this, get some health pentagrams, and then also to not waste our extra attack runes. We did use our destruction skill already, so we can't get rid of this immediately. We'll need to summon something to destroy this. 109, so and this deals about 470. All right, so there's a chance that we'll get destroyed. We'll summon our unit here. All right, that's good. We got the extra damage going on. Do they use silence already? They have not used silence yet. All right, so they have used their unit here to silence our male unit, so no more of that. We'll get the damage going on over here by way of just normal combat damage. Yeah, we'll summon just by way of normal combat damage. We want to save this unit here for the stones that are going to come out so that we can then poison them and then get rid of them faster versus just using this unit here to deal extra damage at the beginning of the turn. So once again, got this unit damage over here. Summon unit over here to destroy this. Still haven't done their silence yet, which is very surprising. All right, we'll do our summons now to get rid of this unit with the immunity and then the plus health, 2 units. So damage, already on the extra attack rune, so we'll be able to destroy that. And we'll try and get as much damage as we can now. So we'll do our summon over, actually no. Yeah, we'll summon our extra attack unit. That'll make a lot more sense. And then this unit here will give an attack boost to units in the line anyways. So even if we miss, we'll still have it here. All right, so there we go. One of the battles where they didn't end up using the skill, and I think it's because we had units with high health. Very surprising. All right, going back, checking out their skills. So they have the block runes, got the splash range units, and then setting the health to 1. As pet here, gives plus attack. We will start with our poison unit over here behind the building, so it's some damage, and then poison to destroy these buildings, and then also deal some damage to their warlord. Right. They summon their block runes, but we can get around their block with the poison. We're going to do our summoned here to set up for a board wipe, and then we're going to place this unit over here on the extra attack rune to get some damage going in. And same thing, we're just spreading out our damage so that if one lane is blocked, we'll get some more damage over multiple turns. Okay, all of their units are wounded, so that's good. We'll destroy those, and we'll summon our extra attack unit. And, oh, actually, you should have put it over here. Did I miss lethal? I did not. Okay, good. Still should optimize, but that is fine. Got the damage in. Took 3 turns. Very good. Claiming our wind chest. All right, got some rare shards. Got 2 more going on here. Okay, got the ogre again. Got the pet here with plus attack to their units. All right, and they have their own poison unit as well. Oh yeah, sure. Why not? We'll summon our own units with the summoning. Yeah, we're summoning this unit here on the health rune. Destroy that, poison, get rid of their stuff as well. I was debating whether to summon the extra attack unit or not, but it has lower health, and we probably want to save that for a stronger unit that we can attack. In this case, get some reflect. So that unit is actually going to die, which is unfortunate. 156 and 75, so roughly about 120-ish in damage. That's sure any of these units. Yeah, this unit can take it. Just doing our summon here. Seeing if we can get some extra stuff on the board. So damage. Okay, got some poison on this unit too, so that's good. This unit will die to combat. Got this unit over here that got the health runes out, or the sorry, the magic spot. with the extra health. So we got that. We'll use our destruction skill now to get rid of that extra stuff. And just got to summon something to destroy that. Just figuring out what we're going to do here. This is fine. Yeah, we'll summon here, get some extra attack. And we don't mind this unit being silenced anyways because we want to use our other melee units to get the board back. All right, so they did their silence. Now we just need to deal with this. Okay, I gotta remember that this unit is actually gonna deal enough bleeding to destroy our unit over here. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, you don't hear. Since all the units, even though these units still have extra attack, they can still take at least some form of damage. So we'll do that. Really want to be able to summon a melee unit in front so that we can have this blocked for damage. This right now would be a spot where the poison unit would have been really good. But instead we have our unit here for that damage over there. Okay, we'll summon our unit over here to both silence their melee units, so no more skills over here, and then also block here for flight, and then also deal the damage to this unit over here. So we got that. We could get some health back potentially. So damage here. But they have enough to destroy us here on their next summon, so no good, no good. That bleeding unit was the key thing. So if we didn't use our poison unit early, we would have been fine. Or if we didn't use our destruction skill early, we would have been fine. Okay, gonna skip this one here. Okay, this one will be good. Just looking at the in-game chat now, looks like there's a preview of what the new unit's skill is going to be. Got damage over here. We'll take the risk. So we'll do our summon, which is actually good, and we'll then summon our poison unit over here. So damage to destroy this, damage and the poison would destroy that. So it looks like whenever they attack, so this is for the Grace unit. So whenever it attacks, it deals damage to a unit on their side of the field, and it triggers 7 times. And then whenever it kills something, it will give plus attack to another unit, and then it also triggers 7 times. Interesting. There's got to be one more skill because it should be a legendary. We got damage over there. We'll summon this over. We'll summon this over here on the health rune, and we'll also silence this unit in the meantime. So no more of that extra damage to nature units. All right, got that extra damage going on over here. Our units are now marked for damage. We'll do our destruction skill to get rid of those, and then also we will summon this unit actually over here. So give these units a little bit of an attack boost. All right, they are going to get silenced next turn. I guarantee that they're going to be silenced next turn. All right, and then we'll summon one of our extra attack units, and should be good for lethal just because of how much damage we have on the board. Okay, summon a unit here with the pets. So in this case, not enough. Summon our extra attack unit, just doing some math. Some damage over there, damage over there. Okay, so yeah, we'll get some damage at least for the attack over here. So the damage. Oh, all right, some reflect damage, and we have one more to get around. We're not going to be sending damage over in this puppet because we're close to lethal over here. And yeah, we're good. So we have our extra attack unit. And there we go. For those who are tuning in right now, we're currently doing some League. We also did some Pit and Divine Arena. All right, let's go see this one here. And next one should be much, much easier. Should be okay. Yeah, I do recognize this name, so that's why. All right, going back to their Warlord, checking out their skills. So they have the block runes over here. Got the units with splash in the range, and then setting the health to 1. Got some extra damage to our Warlord whenever a male unit kills. This is not a male unit, as you can see from the symbol here. Starting with the unit that deals damage based on the health. Want to get rid of this unit now, so we'll summon our extra attack unit to deal damage behind the building, and then destroy that. And get some health too. Okay, got their block runes. We'll see. Since we already know that they have a pet that helps their male units, probably going to be saving this unit for later. All right, so we'll do our summon. Okay, can block for some damage. Summon our unit over here. Deal some extra damage over here, and then poison to start dealing some damage to this unit. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to silence this unit now because of that extra attack. Place it over here. Take some damage, at least on this row. And we'll take some damage over here, but that's okay. Okay. They summon their units here with the extra splash and the ranged. If they summon a Legion, we're actually going to be in pretty bad shape. Which... Oh, they don't. But we still have our units here that are still alive. So damage, damage, splash. All right, as long as one of our units are still alive, we could actually now mark those units for destruction. So we'll do that. And we'll summon our unit here. That will give miss to other units in play if there are one. They did their summon, so this is actually kind of late to prevent some damage, but we can stop other multiple summon units for later. Okay, so destroy that. Not really too concerned so much about this unit because it's going to get missed, so we'll summon our extra attack unit. Okay, and now since this lane is unguarded, just checking if they have any death triggers. They do not, so we'll just summon our extra attack unit over here, and we're good. So this is also another reason why you want to summon units on the bottom lanes if you can, so that if they start to block on the bottom, you can just summon units at the top, and then vice versa. All right, so that was that for League. I think we are all set with stuff. Just claim this over here. We got that done, that done. Yeah, okay, yeah, we are. Let me just check in our shop as well. I know that there's another summon that may or may not be available. Here we go. We'll actually hold off to do this. So this Summerfest thing is going on for a couple of days. You'll be able to get a chance to get new heroes for free. We don't need to summon right now because we have our daily quest already completed. We're going to save our extra summons for when the reset does occur. All right. So yeah, just a quick recap of what we did for today. So we did the pit bosses. We one-shotted both the Ardent Layla and the Flint the Blackfin. The Ardent the Layla had that splash damage, and they had a lot of units that gave reborn to a specific unit, actually, the one that had those shards that gave the mental shield. So as long as you actually destroy that unit early, you'll be all set. And then for the Flint the Blackfin, they were summoning the units with the sharks every turn. As long as you don't, as I showed in the battle, as long as you don't summon units, you won't trigger off their setting the attack to 1, and then you'll be able to destroy the sharks over there. We did the Divine Arena with the with the Vampirism and the defense. Each one of these, so we did a setup with our destruction skill here, and then we did our extra damage with our Ghosta, and then the block damage, so that was good. And then we also did some League. And then we also covered some of the world event units that are coming through. So this Grace of Rockfleet's a new one. These two are not new, but they're both order and melee units. So check them out there. World event's going to start on 7:30, which is in 2 days. For tomorrow, we're going to be continuing on with the pit, and we do have some more legendaries coming on through here. I mean, we also have some additional legendaries going through here as well, so we'll be able to save those for later. And then we'll do some more League, and we'll check back in on some other quests. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or concern, leave a message on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. The content and streaming schedule is right up there in the white box. Please like and follow on Twitch for the live stream, and then like and subscribe on YouTube for more videos. We're going to have the world event coverage. We're going to have some pit, Dark Tower, pretty much anything Muddy Party you can think of. And if you don't see it there, leave me a note and we'll make a video for you. All right, thanks, guys. And this is Happy Splasher